passable, quite passable. That meal, lad, what do you reckon?
Too right. Nothing like a good old glass of
Chateau?
Chateau de Chasselet, Josiah.
You're right there, Obadiah. Who'd have thought 30 years ago we'd be sitting here drinking a glass of Chateau de Chasselet?
You know, back in them days, we would have been glad to have the price of a cup of tea.
Cup of cold tea.
Without milk or sugar.
Or tea.
Aye, and drinking out of a cracked cup and all.
Oh, we never had a cup. We used to have to use rolled up newspaper.
Best we could manage was to suck on a piece of damp rag.
But you know, we were happy in those days, though we were poor.
Because we were poor. You know, my old dad used to say to me, son, money can't buy you happiness, lad.
Aye, he was right.
He was that, aye.
I was happier then, and I had nothing. Used to live in a tumbled down old shack, little old house with great big holes in the roof.
House? You were lucky to live in a house. We used to live in one room, all 26 of us. No furniture and half the floor was missing. And we were all huddled together in one corner for fear of falling down that hole.
You were lucky to have a room. We used to have a live in the corridor.
Corridor? We used to dream of living in corridor. Dream of it. It would have been a palace to us. We used to live in an old water tank on rubbish dump. Every morning at 5 o'clock we got woke up by having a load of rotting fish dumped over us. House?
Well, when I say house, it was only all in ground with tarpaulin over the top of it. But it was house to us.
We got evicted from our hole in the ground. We go and live in a lake.
You were lucky to live in a lake. There were 150 of us living in a shoebox in the middle of the road.
And cardboard box, was it?
Aye.
You were lucky. There were 148 of us living in a paper bag in a septic tank. Every morning at 6 o'clock we had to get up, clean septic tank, go to work down at mill, 14 hours a day, week in, week out, for £6 a month. And when we got home at night, our dad would thrash us to sleep with his belt.
Luxury. We used to have to get out of the lake at 6 o'clock in the morning, clean the lake, eat a van full of old gravel, hot gravel. It was old too. Work 20 hours a day at mill for £2 a month. Come home and Dad would thrash us to sleep with a broken bottle. If we were lucky.
Well, of course, we had it tough. We used to have to get out of the shoebox at 12 o'clock at night and lick the road with our tongue. We had 2 bits of cold gravel, worked 24 hours a day at the mill for 6 every 4 years. And when we got home, our dad would slice us in 2 with a knife. Right. I had to get up in the morning, 10 o'clock at night, half hour before I went to bed. Drink a cup of sulphuric acid. Work 29 hours a day, down the mill, and we had to pay for the privilege of doing so. And when we get home, our dad would murder us every night, and then dance in our grave and sing hallelujah.
Aye. And you try telling young people today that, and they won't believe you.